Hi guys, this is my Thompson manufacturing irrigation equipment collection. I've been a long time fan of Thompson. When I was first getting into golf irrigation, there were still some courses that had the cast iron with the brass gears, gear-driven Thompson Commander sprinklers, and those things lasted forever. One example was Winter's Run golf course up near Bel Air, Maryland. I've often thought, even though I'm out of the industry, it'd be fun to go by their maintenance shop and see if they've got any even like beat up cases and sprinklers laying around. Probably not at this point, it's been 30 years. Anyhow, Thompson was started by a guy named Walter Van E. Thompson, and he holds a ton of patents for sprinklers if you look him up. And if I think of it, I'll include some pictures of some of his patents in this video. And it was started, I think, in 1907, and they were very, very early into the spray heads and overhead watering business. And so I have a 1938 catalog. It's my favorite catalog of Thompson's. And let's see here. You can see they show the manufacturing line there. Let me zoom in on that a little bit. And I kind of joke that the guy in the upper right there, maybe you can't see him in the very far back, he forgot it was picture day, so he's the only one that doesn't have a tie under his coveralls or his apron. And then they have their testing ground there in the middle, and packaging, drafting. They would do plans, and in fact this catalog came with a set of plans that were drawn in March of 1938 for a home in, I want to say in Pasadena, it might have been Burbank. But if I think of it, I'll add a picture of that too. It's really cool. And then you get into there, oh, let me get a picture of Walter Van E. there, pretending he's on the telephone doing something important. And that's an early golf sprinkler there that attached to a quick coupler that's on his desk. I would kill for one of those. Maybe not kill, probably seriously wound though. And then you get into their equipment, and you'll see that a lot of these sprays are items laid out in front of you there. And then the oldest of their sprinklers, I think, one of those sprays could be a little older than this guy that I have, is that guy right there, the Thompson Master. What you see above it is a quick coupling valve, very early quick coupler. And that's the Thompson Master, and so we'll come back to that guy at the end. And let me zoom back out here. So, from probably least interesting to most, here's a Thompson shrub spray. You see, pulling it out of the sun, and this is not necessarily the best lighting to be doing this in, but it's got a square nozzle in the middle, and I goofed up the nozzle when I was cleaning up the brass. But I've got a video of that thing running. And then the 170 and 140s, they put a lot of different nozzles in these. I'd love to find like the next size up of these. They made a 3/4 inch inlet spray body as well. But this is the 170. This one has a full circle nozzle in it. They had a built-in brass, it's not so much a screen, it's almost like a sieve under the nozzle. It's kind of interesting. They have these offset nozzles they made. You could adjust the radius there with that screw. And this one's actually new old stock. And I got some new old stock of Thompsons from the late 1960s from a guy who sold them back when Thompson was owned by the Leisure Group briefly. And he was a 90-some-odd-year-old dude up in Long Island who had a ton of this stuff in his basement. I bought a bunch off of him all at once. There's a cadmium-coated spray head there. You can see that sieve I was talking about. And these guys had the main body was brass, and then they coated in cadmium, kind of giving that zinc look. There's the 140. Here's a 70 with a square nozzle in it. Same as that, this one must be later because it's plastic. Same as that shrub spray I've got over there. And then they also made the standard brass pop-up, the 360, and this has a half circle nozzle in it. I've got a video of this dude in action as well. And I actually have a few of these out in the yard that I use, and a couple of these 170s too. So then Thompson also made impacts, and some of them got sold through Sears, but you can see this one is actually a Thompson branded one. See if we can get it to, it's not going to focus on that. There we go. And what's cool about this guy, under this stainless steel cap, is a metal ribbon, and you can see it attaches to the cap right there. And if you back these Phillips screws out and turn that, it'll adjust the tension on that ribbon and change the speed of rotation of the sprinkler. And this is an option-rich impact sprinkler. It's got, it's adjustable and also full circle. It's got the diffuser screw in it, and it's got what Rainbird calls their PG tube for anti-backsplash. Really nice sprinkler, cleaned up well, but I used it all last season out in the yard. And I think the color of the spike that came with it is pretty cool. And then this guy, come on, you can do it. Anyway, is the Thompson Master Sprinkler. Back here, there's a disc in there that vibrates, and that slows down the speed of rotation on this thing. This has a nozzle marked S on it, and that's also for slow rotation. There's the nozzle notch. That's how you get in there and clean up the vibratory portion of the head. And then the range nozzle has broken off in this thing. I'd love to find another range nozzle for it. And this one says patent applied for, so I think it's before 1926 because that's when the patent was granted for this guy. And typically you'd have a quick coupler key under here and it would attach to that quick coupler. You can see in the catalog down there. You have to forgive me, the cold medicine is making it pretty tough today to focus. So anyhow, that's my Thompson collection. I hope to grow it quite a bit. They made a lot of stuff for a long, long time. Very cool company. And I hope you don't mind when I, take part of my collection out to show it to you guys. I usually do this as filler on the YouTube channel midweek. And that's probably what I'll do with this guy after I'll speed it up a little bit. Right now it looks like it's taking 8 minutes, but I'll get it rolling here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great